to discuss 3 common reasons for insurance claim denials. First reason that we often see for claim denials is when policyholders file claims mistakenly for water damage under mold. What does that mean? We all know that mold comes from water damage. When you have water damage to your property, within 24 to 48 hours, mold can start to accumulate. When policyholders often see mold, they might call their insurance company and file a claim under mold damage. Although you might have some coverage for mold under your policy, it is generally not covered as a cause of loss. Therefore, that often gets claims denied when filed under mold coverage. So be sure that if you have mold damage, that you understand that that potentially came from water damage and that you're properly filing that claim under the cause of the water damage. The second common reason that we see for insurance claim denials is when policyholders file a claim for plumbing failure in their property. An example of this would be if a supply line in your slab fails, or if your drain line, your cast iron drain line, might also collapse, causing blockage in that line. Plumbing is that the plumbing lines themselves are generally not covered under policy, and unfortunately, policyholders are often told that their claim is not covered because the plumbing lines themselves aren't covered. But what is covered is the resulting damage from these failed plumbing lines. For instance, if you have a supply line in your slab that fails and water enters your building, that ensuing damage or resulting damage is covered. Similarly, if you have a failed cast iron drain line, if that line collapses and the sewer water backs up in your property, whatever ensuing or resulting damage inside of your property would be covered. Now, if you have damage inside of your property from either one of those scenarios, to access and egress that failed line would actually be covered. The only part that wouldn't be covered is the plumbing line in and of itself. Now, I encourage you to review your policy because that is not standard across all policies, but generally that is what we see. The third reason today that we'd like to discuss that we see for common claim denials is simply lack of coverage. But what exactly does that mean? So a lot of times in policies, you'll receive it, you'll think that you're covered for your building, you're covered for your other structures, you're covered for your screen enclosure, but oftentimes we don't read the back of the policy where the forms include endorsements that often have exclusions. So be sure to read your policy. We often see water exclusions, we often see wind exclusions. And again, these exclusions and endorsements might bring down your policy premium and make your policy a little bit more affordable. But I encourage you to take a look at those exclusions early on when you receive your policy to make sure that you do have coverage for those items if you fear that that could be a cause of loss. Like we always say, hindsight is 20/20, so make sure you're covered before you suffer a loss. Thank you for joining us today at the Adjusters Roundtable. Be sure to like and share this episode and subscribe to our channel, the Adjusters Roundtable.